What's up, party people? Another walk today. Beautiful day. Came outside. It was warmer outside than it was in the house. That truck here. Favorite UPS man there. And UPS is great. I don't even got to leave the house anymore. I just called them up. Yeah, it's an extra 10 bucks to get them to do it. You pay 10 bucks, you don't even got to be home. Leave your package out front. I haven't talked with him. Like I said, he's almost a friend of mine now. You know, I tell him if you don't see the package, it's hidden over here. So it's good to get to know them. That way, it just makes everything better. It's a little more lenient. Like if you say, dude, next time I got a package that needs to be signed, please just put it over here. You know, if you're cool with them, they'll work with you a little bit. But anyway, really nice day today. I'm liking doing these videos outside because a couple people have said it, and even I think this when I'm looking at other people's videos that are outside. It almost puts you outside a little bit. Like if you're stuck at work, or you're, you know, even stuck in the house, or it's whatever the case. Watching a video that takes place outside. I'm on a busier road today. As you can see, this is a blacktop road. Usually I'm on the back dirt roads. It shows a different direction today, and it's definitely busier. But anyway, maybe it'll make a couple of you guys feel like you're outside for a minute and enjoy the day with me for a second here. What I wanted to talk about today was, see, last night I cleaned a bunch of knives, oiled them, Ren waxed the ivy, Ren waxed the leather, like this one. This is the one I got with me, an Arno Bernard custom. And this hornback gator here, the scales, that's bone under there, so that's hard as a rock, hard as bone. And the leather is pliable, like tough leather, you know, it's not soft leather. It is a little pliable. Feels just so nice. Little bit squishy, you know what I'm saying? A little bit squishy, so when you're squeezing on it, it feels so good in the hand. And you can see it's tough because I had this knife for a long time. Try and focus for a minute. And you can see the scales are flawless. You see the blade might have a little. I don't see too much on the blade. I see a few scuffs, a few light scuffs. Oh, I could buff them out in 2 seconds. But other words, you can see it was used a little bit, but the handles keep up. People think, oh, it's leather, it's gonna tear, or no, it holds up good. But anyway, my point of the video is, I had a few knives on the table from cleaning them last night. Like I said, oiling them, Ren waxing them. And as I was taking this walk, I looked and I was choosing what one I was going to stick in my pocket. I always have my EDC on me, my folder in my pocket. But I had a couple fixed blades on the table, and I have a jacket on with some big pockets, and I was planning on dropping a big fixed blade in there. And so nice. Such a nice day to get out. And anyway, it made me think, why do you carry? 4 minutes into the video, and I just said the point and title of the video. Why do you carry? Do you carry for utility purposes? Like, are you carrying it for like work, or to help you with little stuff around the house? So you do a little 360 here without making you too dizzy. Do you carry for defensive purposes, like self-defense? Of course, a gun is best, but not, you know, a fixed blade is great, folder last resort, but it's all good for self-defense. It'll all help you. I think that's why I carry. If I had to say a reason, that's probably why I carry. For one, I'm a knife lover and I love having a knife on me, but multiple times I feel safe. I think, like, say I hear something or see a shady character, I feel for my blade and I feel more secure now when I have it. Or do you carry for just pocket jewelry? Like think about it. There's a lot of things out there now that are not carry for use. And I also gotta say something here. There's a lot of people that like to say, use your shit. I hate that tag. We're knife collectors. We're not buying every single one of these knives to use. I have said this before. If you're buying it strictly for a tool, then why do we have 10 of them, 20 of them, 50 of them? I had said in a video years ago, do you have 10 hammers? No, if you're buying it strictly for a tool, strictly to use, you wouldn't have so many. We're collectors. Like wannabe hard guys can't admit. They don't want to admit that they collect. They feel like corny or like a little nerd or something because they collect. It's like, nah, dude, trust me. If you're taking pictures of knives and shit, you're a collector, so just give up the hard ass shit now. I'm at 7 minutes. I might have to do a part 2. I know when I get to 10 minutes, I'll just throw up a part 2 because I don't want to do this whole video and then have it be too long to upload. It doesn't seem to upload past 11 minutes or something. But, yeah, like all these things that are out now, the pry bars, which again, my opinion, some people might not agree with, some might, most probably will. A 2-inch pry bar. You got a pry bar this big. What the hell are you gonna do with a pry bar like that? Yeah, it's a cool little like trinket thing, like a pocket, like a piece of pocket jewelry. But like I'm saying, is that why you're carrying the knife? Which that's totally cool. Like I said, half the time I put my knife in my pocket. It's probably for, that reason. Because I'm a knife guy and I just want to have a knife in my pocket. But, like challenge coins. You see what I'm saying? Not everything is being put in your pocket to use. Not everything. Because what's their excuse there? You got a challenge coin in your pocket. Not everything is meant to use. We got, lanyard beads, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes people just like pocket jewelry. And sometimes that's why somebody's putting a knife in their pocket. Strictly for pocket jewelry. Again, no hate on that. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying people don't want to admit that. And there's proof right there. Challenge coins, pry bars, there is things that you're buying. Some of those guys that say, use your shit. A lot of those dudes are the ones that are buying these little pry bars and beads and shit. You're using that? The hell's a 2-inch pry bar gonna do? You can't pry shit with a 2-inch pry bar. And even if you could, say it was a 25-inch pry bar that actually had leverage and could pry something. How often are you prying something? Once every fucking year? I mean, come on. Especially on the fly, not at work, like EDC and like, oh damn, look at that, I'm gonna go pry that. I'm gonna put up a part 2. I'm going towards 10 minutes. Peace. Just gonna continue on why do you carry, and I'm gonna, ask you why you carry. Peace.